Hi, I'm John Davis, and this is Motor Week. Car makers love showing off their latest concept cars at auto shows, and most concept cars come out of specialty shops in Southern California. But we found one on the East Coast in Pennsylvania that was charged with putting a custom spin on a new Lexus CT200H hybrid headed for the New York Auto Show. So we sent our over-the-edge guy, Stephen Chupnik, to see what it takes to go from stock to show.
Lexus knew exactly what they wanted to do with their latest hybrid. They turned to Fox Marketing to give it a boost.
I said, man, it looks really good, but it should definitely be faster. It's great, it has 42 miles a gallon, but to me, it's too slow.
Back in November 2010, Brian and Lexus discussed his ideas for customizing their new gas-electric hybrid. They agreed to add an Eaton supercharger to the stock 1.8-liter four-cylinder to boost total hybrid output from 134 to over 300 serious horsepower.
Get great gas mileage, and you can take it on the track.
Then they dropped a bombshell on it. Lexus told Brian they wanted the car for the New York International Auto Show, a welcome challenge for Brian and his team.
It's an honor, number one, to even be at a level to be able to even build a car, and I'm an enthusiast. I'm just like everybody else, I'm just living a dream every day.
Other engine mods include a Climax Racing intake manifold and a Yanaka air-to-water intercooler. The exterior got a custom overhaul as well. iForge Concove Insight 20-inch wheels and Toyo T1R tires.
Let's try and push the element of it. Let's push performance. And the aftermarket's very important to a lot of enthusiasts out there.
Brian put in LED Lexus logos in the interior door panels, as well as Yanaka Ronin black leather racing seats. But the CT200 hybrid was designed to be an environmentally friendly sport luxury car. Throughout the build process, Brian wanted to keep that aspect up.
A lot of the materials I'm trying to use in this new CT project are recycled materials, like the wheels, stuff like that, materials, metals, whatever I could get my hands on.
That thinking also came into play with the paint. Brian chose the Charisma Cinnamon Quartz Pearl and Black color from BASF's Waterborne line.
That color is made up of about 7 or 8 different toners. It's like a recipe. When you go to make a pie or a cake, there's a recipe you follow to make the end result. Such is the same with color.
And so we headed up to the paint shop, R. Miller Autobody, to check out some of the final touches being put on this custom car.
A lot of the times when we spray these colors, it's pretty much once and done. You rarely get a chance to do the same color twice. You usually pick a variant or an alternate of that color to keep every job literally one off in customs.
Some 7 layers of primer and paint are sprayed on each part of the car to get that perfect look. Brian was brave enough to let me get in the booth and have my hand at the spray, even though he gave me a very stern warning before going in.
Hopefully you're not making a mistake on my car. I wouldn't like that, because if it shows up in New York and then the door jambs don't match the rest of my color, I'm blaming you, okay?
So we've just got the base coats on. It's time to get that sweet candy red going. Ryan, what do you think?
I'm ready to go. Are you?
I'm certainly ready. So how's this thing work?
Well, pretty simple. First of all, let's start by putting our masks on.
Okay.
Pretty much 6 to 8 inches away.
Okay.
Point and pull.
Okay.
I'll try to help guide you here.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't count on customizing as being a second career. And fortunately for me, the CT200 shined at the Lexus booth. So average Joe Brian Fox turned a hobby into his career. And boy, did it pay off to show off.